Hey, in this video, I'm going to be interviewing Feroza, one of my personal graduates, who's gone from being a mum of two to now property investor in less than 100 days. And is also making £12,000 profit on just her first property that she doesn't even own. So let's get straight into it. Feroza, great to have you on the channel today.
Thank you, Liam.
It has been one hell of a journey. And to think, 100 days ago, you were just starting this process, and now you've secured your first property deal. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel motivated.
Great.
And ready to go for 2023.
Excellent. So look, just take us back 100 days.
Okay.
What did life look like? What were you doing? And why did you make the decision that you wanted to get into property?
So I work at a tuition center, and I was working nearly 40 hours a week. And I needed to generate more income. I wanted to get onto the property ladder. It's something I've been wanting to do since I was young, but not having the right amount of cash was always a challenge. And I didn't know how to do it. There were so many things out there. There are so many people telling you to do so many different things. And I just needed some coaching, some guidance, and I needed someone or something that I could sort of be part of to sort of help me on this journey.
Excellent. So how did you go from making that decision to then working with me and Jay? Did you see me somewhere?
I did. You popped up on my Facebook Live.
Great.
Yes. I then joined one of your webinars, and then from there I thought, something that told me, yes, this is it. I'm going to go for the boot camp.
Excellent.
Joined the boot camp, and from there on, I've been with you.
Excellent, great. And it has been an incredible journey. Look, it hasn't come with its challenges, without its challenges. There has been some ups and downs, Now, you decided to focus on rent-to-rent serviced accommodation, which is a high cash flowing strategy. You can get started with very little money. You can get started if you've got bad credit or CCJs with no experience, just a few hours a week, because I know you were doing this alongside your full-time job and being also a full-time mum. And what's great about rent to rent for anyone tuning in is that you rent a property from a landlord, you have the right type of contract, the landlord will allow you to sublet, and then you use that as serviced accommodation out to contractors or family. You charge by the night.
Yeah.
Why did that strategy hit a chord with you, and that's why the strategy you went with?
Again, when you're looking for high cash flow, that was something that meant that I could free myself up so that I can then do more properties, but then also be able to save money to then go get a better deal and reinvest again.
Excellent, because I know your ultimate goal is to own properties, right? Raise joint venture funding, and you actually got an investor that you found, is that right?
Yes, recently.
Just talk us through, where did you find the investor? How did that conversation come about? Because one of the biggest blocks for people tuning in is that they feel they can't do property because they don't have enough money.
Yeah.
But actually we teach you can use other people's money, and I know you've got an investor, so just talk us through that process.
The key is to talk about what it is that you're doing. So I am quite passionate about everything I do, and so I've been telling my friends, I've been telling people, just anybody who would listen to me. Anyone who's going to listen, yes. And through that, one of the persons, my friend that I was talking to says, well, actually, you know what? I've got some money I want to invest. I've taken some retirement money out. What can I do with it? And now I'm working with, I've got a few people who I'm trying to work a deal with, a joint venture with one of them, and another one for service apartments. So again, Assets for Life has given me that opportunity to network with people inside the academy to be able to grow and have opportunities to do other things.
I think it's a great point. You open a door, another one opens. You open another door, and that's what people must keep doing, is keep opening those doors, right? So you got your first deal, give or take 100 days. Yeah. When you picked up the keys for that deal, just go back to that moment. How did you feel? Did you celebrate? What did you do? Did you jump up and down? Because 100 days before that, you thought you couldn't do it. Then you get your deal really fast. What was that moment like for you?
It was amazing. I took both my kids down with me when we went to see the flat for the first time. And we were all excited. And as soon as we walked in, the kids and I were like, wow. And my kids actually said, I wouldn't mind living in a place like this. That's how good it was. But it was amazing. It was a huge inspiration and motivation as well that I can do this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great. And you stayed in the apartment, didn't you? Yeah.
We did. We wanted to feel what our guests would feel like if they were to stay there. We got a feel of the area and what were the amenities nearby. And we loved the place. Absolutely loved it.
Great. Let's share some tips with our viewers. In your expert opinion, what made that deal a great deal? What was it about the apartment, the area? What was it? Why is this going to be such a good deal?
So it was right across Central Acton Station. So the station was literally across the road. We travelled to Oxford Circus. It was like less than 10 minutes to Oxford Circus Station. So, and then there's Costa, all the coffee shops. There was a hospital nearby. So again, when we looked at the apartment, we looked at what kind of people were we going to attract, and why would someone stay there?
Great. And obviously your guests are coming in now, which is awesome. Do you check out your guests?
I don't,
no,
but I do look at how many bookings are we getting this month.
So you're focusing on the high income tasks,
yes.
And it's a good point. So just for anyone tuning in, when you get a property deal, you don't have to be the one managing it. You've not got to be doing the cleaning. How do you outsource that process?
So, and that was a part of learning for me, was that I was quite worried, thinking I don't have time to be doing everything myself, and the fact that I sourced it out to a management company who does all the bookings, and at the end of the month we'll have a meeting where we get to see how much how many bookings came in, what profit was generated, and then same goes with the cleaning as well. All that's part of the bill as well.
Great. So you just make money while you sleep now?
Well, not quite, but I can concentrate on the bigger deals now. Yes, on more deals.
You've nailed the first one, and the first one's always, in most cases, the most difficult. But through that process, that's where you have the biggest amount of growth. So even with outsourcing the management, you're still looking at around £12,000 profit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah. And what impact is that going to have on your life?
So it means I don't have to work as much, but at the moment, it means that I can start looking at, going and visiting my parents in Canada. So in a few weeks' time, I'm going on a trip with them. So this wouldn't have been possible if I didn't get my first deal.
Yeah. Great. And I think it's important for tuning in to find that drive, to find that why, and you don't actually need many of these deals to make a big difference in your life. The average salary in the UK, depending on where you live, is 25, 30k a year. Just 2 or 3 of these high cash flowing properties that you don't even have to own, minimum cash in, can make a real big difference. And certainly with the cost of living crisis, with inflation, with interest rates on the rise, people are working a lot harder for not enough money. You still know this because I know you're still working. So now you've got that first deal. How does the rest of 2023 look? If we was to fast forward a year from now, where are you going to be?
So 5 SA property deals.
Right.
And also a flip with a JV partner from Assets for Life, and looking at it generating an income of 36,000 by the end of the year.
Wow, great. And would that be a time to sack the boss or reduce that? Because I know you really love what you do. I do. And actually leaving your work is not a driver, is it?
No, but I may take a back seat in terms of more of a managerial role, and then be able to concentrate on my business a lot more as well.
Excellent. What would you say has been one of your biggest challenges, and how have Jay, the team, been able to help you?
Time management.
Okay.
So when you're working and you are a mom, a single mom, where you're having to do everything, for me the biggest thing was, where am I going to get the time to do this? And it's understanding how to utilize your time. So at the moment I'm doing networking on a Friday morning at 6:30 in the morning. So whilst everyone else is still asleep, I go network, and by 8:30 we're done. And it's looking at how to grow the business, how to get investors. And 8:30 in the morning I'm done. And and so that's been a huge eye-opener for me. It's still a challenge sometimes, still, because we've got webinars, we've got a lot of things happening during the daytime as well, and trying to squeeze everything in. But that's been the biggest growth for me.
Well, look, here's the thing, right? You're willing to do what most people are not willing to do, and that is learn a new skill, put some time and effort in, but that's ultimately you're going to be the one in 1, 2, 3, 4 years. You know, you could be the next Hajir, over 100 deals, the next Rob Mason, the next Neil and Jackie Dobson. You know, we've literally got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, you know, that we've helped through this process. And you know, I just want to say it's been really enjoyable working with you as one of my top clients.
Oh, thank you.
I've enjoyed our conversations. I've enjoyed seeing your growth. You definitely are an action taker. So a big well done. What would you say has been one of your big highlights since starting the process?
The biggest highlight for me has been owning my own business. I think never in a million years would I be sitting here today, would I ever thought that I'd be doing this in my 40s. Wow. You know, it's been a huge thing. Yeah. And to sort of, this is the next phase of my life. So it's like another new chapter, a new journey. And to be starting that is amazing.
Wow, fantastic. Well, you should be really proud of yourself. Big pat on your back. Anyone tuning in, our amazing family members, community members tuning in, would you like to just share 1 or 2 more top tips and some words of inspiration?
Sure. Do join Assets for Life. It has definitely helped me in terms of knowledge, skill sets, mind, you know, just even mindset as well, and really to be able to think beyond, you know, what you can ever imagine. Because when you think big, you're able to achieve those short goals as well. So definitely, I don't think I'll ever be looking back. It's only looking forward from today onwards. Yeah.
Excellent. Well done. Thanks for coming in. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm sure we will be doing a catch up at some point in the future.
Excellent.
And just give you a big hand. Well done.
Thank you.
Wow. So there we have it. The wonderful Feroza, you know, single mum, 2 kids, working 40 hours a week, was lacking in confidence, and has secured her first deal in less than 100 days and has been through a huge transformation. You know, yes, financially, but not where she wants to be, but more on a personal transformation, more confidence, more belief. So look, if you are watching this right now and you would like more belief, more confidence, more time, more money, more freedom, more choices, then perhaps you should join me and my world-class team at one of our up-and-coming free property events. In the description right now, there is a link. I've got a number of events coming up in the diary. We are always packed out and we are super, super tight on numbers. So what do you need to do now? Hit the link in the description. Choose the event that is coming up, enter in your details, and come and spend time with me online or in one of our in-person events. And I will literally show you what I've shown Feroza. I'll introduce you to the system, the processes, how to find, fund, fill or flip deals, how to locate the deals, what to say to the agents, really giving you the map, the recipe that anyone can copy to go and get deals. Look, I've been in property for over 20 years. I have been helping and teaching and mentoring people for over 7 years. Assets for Life is the UK's #1 property business and wealth training company. We're just normal people. I love property, I love business, I love entrepreneurship. So look, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's completely free. Come along, see what you think, and if I'm right for you and you're right for me, then perhaps you will be on some of my advanced training programs, and who knows, you could be on the YouTube channel very, very soon, because if Feroza can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So join the revolution that is taking place in the UK. Hit that link, grab your free ticket, and I look forward to seeing you at one of the up and coming events.